On January 18, 2026, the Church celebrates the feast of the Santo Niño, the child Jesus. In today's Gospel, Jesus places a child in the center and says, "Unless you turn and become like children, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven." But today, children are growing up in a world very different from before. A world of screens, algorithms, comparisons, and constant noise. So today, we ask a serious question. What does it mean to protect the child, not just spiritually, but emotionally and mentally in the digital age? This is Letters of Paul, where we proclaim faith, analyze reality, understand risks, and learn how to live wisely. These are the readings for the January 18, 2026 Sunday Mass. I will place the readings on the comment section for those who want to read it. From the prophet Isaiah in the first reading, we hear, "The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. For a child is born to us, a son is given us." The Santo Niño reminds us, God did not come as a king or a warrior. God came as a child, vulnerable, dependent, needing protection. And Jesus is clear in the Gospel. "Whoever receives one child, such as this, in my name, receives me." To receive a child is to protect, guide, and never despise them. Jesus even warns, "See that you do not despise one of these little ones." Today, this warning is not only about physical harm, but also emotional neglect, mental overload, and digital abandonment. Let us look honestly at reality. Recent studies show that early and constant screen exposure is linked to mental health issues, obesity, sleep disorders, isolation, body image problems, disordered eating. A study cited in the Journal of Pediatrics found that owning a smartphone during early adolescence is associated with increased risk of mental health issues and obesity. Why? Because children are still emotionally developing, forming identity, learning self-worth. Yet social media constantly tells them, "You are not thin enough, you are not popular enough, you are not doing enough, you are missing out." This leads to constant comparison, doom scrolling, emotional eating, poor sleep, and withdrawal from real relationships. And slowly, the child disappears behind the screen. Clinical therapists remind us of a crucial truth. Children do not yet have the emotional tools to process online pressure, sexualized content, violent news, unrealistic beauty standards, mental health labels they don't fully understand. Doom scrolling becomes dangerous not because it exists, but because it becomes automatic. A child who feels unheard, unseen, unvalued may turn to the screen because it feels safe, it feels familiar, and it doesn't demand vulnerability. But isolation grows. Sleep suffers, learning suffers, joy fades. And slowly, childhood, the very thing Jesus places at the center, is stolen. Jesus says something powerful. "Their angels in heaven always look upon the face of my heavenly Father." In other words, children are precious. Children are watched over. Children are not expendable. So when we allow unlimited screens, unfiltered content, and absent guidance, We are not being modern. We are being careless. Protecting children is not being strict. It is being faithful. So what can parents and communities do? The answer is not total prohibition. Technology is a part of life. But wisdom demands management, not neglect. Here are concrete steps. 1. Set healthy screen limits, especially for young children. Delay smartphones as long as possible. Talk about what children see online. Eat together. Sleep regularly. Pray together. Model healthy tech behavior as adults. Watch for warning signs such as isolation, changes in eating, sleep problems, sudden withdrawal. And last, seek professional help when needed, without shame, without labels, without fear. Parental presence is more powerful than any app. So on this feast of the Santo Niño, let us remember God entrusted Himself to us as a child. May we be worthy of that trust. Let us not despise the little ones by ignoring their struggles, outsourcing their formation to screens, or mistaking convenience for care. This has been Letters of Paul to the Philippines. Let us proclaim faith, analyze reality, understand the risks, and learn how to protect the children whom Christ places at the center of His kingdom. To God be the glory.